Elbows, we will go down farther, but not just right. Okay? Everybody breathe in for 4 and out for 4. We go breathe out. In for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now out for 4. 2. In for 4, out for 8. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In for 4. 1, 2, 12, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In for 4. 1, 16. Faster. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Breathe normally. Let's do this. We're going to do that on an ooh, okay? Lightly on an ooh. And this is point to point this time, not ooh, but ooh. Okay. This is your lowest note when you have wave, okay? And it'll feel a little different when we start going and we're more warmed up, but that's where it is right now. Right here. Don't go up to this time. And I might jump a little bit. Okay, ready? Go. That was a B flat. Good job. B flat early in the morning. Bravo. Good job. Okay. So we're going to do one more, but after I do this. Ready? Anticipate. Most of you are with me.
That's what I'm talking about. One more time. I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna clap twice. So what I'm gonna do. Ready? And. Good for you. Okay, let's finish with on and off. Staccato. Ready? Go. Good job. So as you get higher, and especially when it's staccato, sopranos, think that you're going through a strum, okay? Any little pinpoint thing, okay? We're not gonna worry about that too much. So, what I'd like to do is, I wanna start in the third movement of Aleppo, but I also want to quiz you about the different songs that are at the other side of our program. So when we think of music of life, okay, what I think about is the place where we have all the repetitions. Are we all clear on the repetitions there? Okay.
Oh, music of life you're talking about? No.
I'm talking about music of life, but we're gonna do Aleppo.
Right, absolutely.
So you have music.
Two and then four. Okay.
Two times through, and then you do it 4 more times out of the album. Blah, blah, blah. The other thing is diction, music, okay? Remembering that.
Except when we all three sing together, he doesn't want the second sopranos to make that together.
True, that's true. Because you're gonna lap around and go around. Good, do we have enough hands? Do we need to get a chair? What if you guys just move over one chair? Is that okay? Oh wait, we might have figured it out. You figured it out. Don't move at all. Okay. Alright, so, now I'm thinking about, I'm turning to, I'm not going in order. I'm thinking about Listen by Rina Ismail. That's what I do all day long. It's fine. But importantly, at the very bottom of the first page of Listen by Rina, we have an extra beat that has been added. I feel like I could say that 462 times and someone will come. Yes. Earnestly doing what they think is right, I totally get it, but that is what he wants. I've done it other ways, that's okay. That's what he wants. There is also a place where that same thing happens on page 5, measure 24. Okay? I think if we can manage those two places with that extra beat in there, we've done, everything else is fine. Is this the song where there's the ta-ta that he's so obsessed about? I can't remember. It's bad.
Say it's an extra what? An
Beat.
one extra.
At the bottom of page 8.
Maybe, that's
Because
of
4/4 instead of 3, it'll be 4.
alphas get off on the
Oh,
fourth.
the light.
Oh, you're right, Barbara, you win. Okay, bottom of page 8, and listen. And hang on, I'll take questions in just one second. The other thing about page 8 is sopranos, you have a different rhythm than you usually do. Altos go every octave, and when they say love, you're going
Every act of love is a mirror.
Yeah.
Don't do wrong. Mirror, okay? And you have that again at the top of page 9, same rhythm. Boom. Every act of love is a pathway. Okay?
So what were we doing right?
I'm not saying you're not doing anything right, I'm giving you places where you need to be heads up on the stairs or getting it right, but hang on one second with that. Okay. Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. The bottom of page 8, extra beat. If we're talking
There's
about.
not an extra beat at the bottom of page 8.
Okay, somebody just said there was, so there's not?
Yeah,
No,
Just page 1.
there is not. So the two places where there are an extra beat are at the bottom of the first page. This is good that you're saying this, because I can see where there's confusion happening. Bottom of the first page, and then at measure 24 on page 5. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, at the bottom of page 8, what we're talking about here is how the sopranos hold the word light at measure 51 for all 3 counts and have the t on, is it the downbeat of 52 or is it at the end of?
it's at the end.
It's at the end of 51. We got that?
Yeah.
Now, altos, you are getting off early because why?
Because we started.
Because you have to start right away,
Right.
again, at the downbeat of the next measure. So that is why you have showing us our purest light, every act of love, okay? Whereas you all are going, showing us our pure, showing us our purest light. After 3. Yes, he wants a ta-ta. That's what he wants.
Is it on 1 or is it on
4.5.
4.5?
It's on, I believe, 4.5.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
I
it was
have
on
hold
one.
to the bar on my note.
Does that mean it's off on 1?
It means it's off on the 4.5.
4.5.
That's what
So-
I.
Soprano-
That's what I.
Or 3.5, sorry.
3.5.
Well, I'm sorry, 3.5.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon.
I'm easily making money, so I haven't had enough coffee. So anyway, there are 3 beats in a measure. Sopranos will cut off on the end of 3. It is.
But isn't that the same as what the altos are doing? They're
They're cutting off on 3.
they're singing a note on
Singing
3.
a separate.
We're singing a note on 16th note.
We sing the E flat as an 8th note and have an 8th rest to get a breath because we're coming in on the next page.
We just hold it to the bar and then go.
Yeah. So that makes me think sopranos that you hold it farther than the end of
Yes.
3.
Okay, well, my note as of 10:28 says hold to the bar, and I don't know what that means to other people, but to me that sounds like I need to get off of it as soon as the bar is appears, you know, like 3.5.
That's off on 1.
And then,
Yeah.
and then,
That's off on 1 is.
Honestly, I would have made a different decision, but.
Yeah.
watching John, as Carmen just pointed out, maybe.
But he is emphatic about this place.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yes.
Also why
Okay,
I'm
we'll figure it out.
confused, because there's an easier path,
Perhaps
And
we
we're
can
not
ask
taking
him on
it.
Tuesday. for
Okay.
this.
but this is what he wants.
As long as he
Okay.
cuts us off, we'll both get it right.
Yeah,
As long as you all look up right there.
yeah, we'll get it. Yeah.
Alright.
You should, because this is what he wants. Okay, so sopranos, you're just gonna do your rhythm the way it's supposed to go. And I think the
Otherwise,
altos
we're
will
stepping
cut
on their
themselves off
Yeah, we do,
because
we have the.
they have to change a note and they have to get back in right away. So he may be giving you the cutoff.
Yeah.
Alright, enough. On the last page,
Okay.
for Mata, heads up.
Yeah.
Eyeballs on John. And then altos be ready to go, okay? That's what you need to think of when you think of this song.
I would add, make sure that we're doing love.
Correct. Put the shadow vowel in, okay?
Just so that it's not la, the first act of love.
And we have a rest there, so that's easy to
Okay.
do.
Yeah, it's just a
Love,
reminder.
I know for sure.
All right, what's next? Aleppo.
Movement 3,
Okay.
I'm gonna start.
Alright.
So now that you have your shushes, and you had to do them like shh, to get them, right? Now back off, because you're just the ocean that goes on and on and on and on. But there's other things that are happening that are more important than shh.
Okay.
Okay? Let's try. Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a. Sopranos, can you hear the altos?
Barely, not really.
I got some yeses that are on the far side of the room and some not reallys in the middle. So that either means that you're not loud enough altos, or the side sopranos over here are able to open, this sounds weird, but open your ears literally to be able to hear that while you're going, okay? Let's try it again. From the beginning. And when you have the word, the first word is what? I. I barely heard the word I. When you got to never, I started to hear words, okay? Think that.
Debbie, I think part of the problem might be, it's on beat 2, and we seem to be confused as to whether coming to on 1 or 2. I just noticed that myself.
Understood. So, here's the thing that's a little tricky, it's not gonna be tricky with John, but we can do it when it's just me. I do not play on beat 2. I'm gonna count out loud what I have.
So we're bouncing off of you every time.
Yeah, so I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where the sopranos have been going, boom, boom, that's the same place. It's boom. I had. Okay? Good. I think there's maybe only 2 places where I play on every single count, and it's not anywhere in the first 4 pages. I think it's as we move out of this entire movement, so there's never anything on 2, okay? Let's try again. That was just like the first band, it's okay. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You had one more measure there. Oops, okay, not a problem. All right, let's go back.
party balloons, party. Don't hang on to usually we go, let's go party, party, but party balloons. Bottom of, right where we were, 17, 18, our phones. So altos, it's nice, but it's not descriptive. The mist, the whatever else it is. The mist, the spray. The is not important. The mist, the spray, how beautiful it is. Our phones we tied inside party balloons to keep them dry on the crossing. Okay, let's try that. Bottom of 39, measure, whatever it is, 15 with the pickup. Right on it, right on the mist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mist, the spray, how beautiful it is. Our phones we tied inside party balloons to keep them. Yeah.
On party, some of us are singing 8 notes and some of us are singing 16th notes.
Right.
8 notes.
So, inside is quick and party is not. And take the R out of there, party. Yeah. Can't get that from here, okay? So, did you altos notice something that was really cool that you did with the sopranos? When you did the mist and they were doing a it was so cool. So we're doing it again and notice, okay? Same place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mist, the spray, how beautiful it is. Our phones we tied inside party balloons to keep them dry on the crossing. You'll have to take it from the first alto. When they do. And hang on to that. You have to go. That's the second soprano. Got it? Linda? You're the one who said, I can never find that note, so I'm doing this for you.
Thank you.
Just saying. So I think moreover, you all are unsure of where to come in there because there's an extra measure where the altos take over the shushes.
And I
So-
like that, it's really cool the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's great. So we're gonna start on that bar, which is 23. And I'm gonna give you your notes ahead of time, which are alto ones, soprano twos, soprano ones. Okay, that's where we're at. But altos, you're gonna give us your shushes, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's do this somewhat a cappella, right of course. Yeah. We're gonna do it twice. I'm gonna play your part with you, and then you're gonna do it a cappella. Here we go.
Back with the shows.
Back
Bar,
again,
what?
of course.
Pick up to measure 24, which is letter J, as in Julia.
go. Altos, don't do your shush.
I was gonna say, we're not recording.
That's okay. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that last I became Poseidon. Altos, I want you to say that in rhythm. Here we go. I'm gonna give you a measure for nothing. 1 and 2 and go.
I became Poseidon.
So what you wanna do is go, I became Poseidon. The first part is right and the second part of the measure is wrong. So it needs to sound like you are trying to steady yourself on a ship. I became Poseidon. Okay? Try again. 1 and go.
I became Poseidon.
There you go. Feel how awkward that feels?
Yeah.
Feel how you're like on a boat that's like trying to keep your feet. And you're gonna almost knock over, but you're working on your center of gravity. That's what that's like. That's why that's that. Now sing it. 1 and go.
I became Poseidon.
There you go. Yeah. Control save every time.
Yeah.
It's tricky. If it feels wrong when you're doing it, you're probably right. Whereas if it feels comfortable, you're probably doing your own thing.
Sometimes in that, it
Yeah,
helps to
right.
clap it, because when we're doing words, you can't actually hear, it kind of fudges together, but if you clap it, it does.
I'll clap it with you, and then you guys clap it.
Yeah.
And then you guys-
Just when we come back, going to measure 26, getting that E, the altitude, I tend to sing low.
Okay, so here's what I'm doing that helps you, okay? I play a lot of these. Hang on one
Okay.
sec.
Oh, it's right there.
I go. See that? Okay. It's legitimate.
Yes.
All right, now acapella from J. No shushes. Okay? 1 and go.
Of course I can swim, I've never been in water. None of us can swim, we've never been in water. I became Poseidon, Poseidon, Poseidon. I became Poseidon.
And 1 and go.
A little Afghan boy gave me.
Stop.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
Thank you. Okay. Let's put all that together. We're going on this time, okay? Pick up to J, add the shushes back in. 1 and go.
Of course I can swim, I've never been in water. None of us can swim, we've never been in water. I became Poseidon, Poseidon, Poseidon. I became Poseidon. A little Afghan boy gave me.
Talk amongst yourselves, get it out of your system.
Okay, enough.
That was a long stretch on purpose, okay? I just wanted to see what would happen. Pretty good, not bad. It was better than horrible.
Okay.
Okay, so, Sopranos, going back to page 42. That dove pebble. I hear the lower parts lovely, I don't hear you all enough. I'm not saying I think you're wrong, I think I'm saying that I don't hear you soaring over the top with the melody. Particularly from the C sharp, that dove.
Yes, that C sharp.
And
Yeah.
I know, it's hard to find. No one sings it. I play it in my left hand for a hot second, but not enough to help.
No.
Okay, so I think when you hear the alto ones go, I became Poseidon, they end up on Sidon. And then I go.
Okay.
It's gonna be the kind of note that you have to wander around your house and. What's the note go? Exactly. That you can just pick out of the air, okay? And I'm sorry it's like that. There's not even a violin in there to help us. Violin's not good. So be brave, okay? And just jump in there. Even if you're wrong, you'll know how far wrong you are, and you can correct, okay? So, when we got to the bottom of 43, altos, held it for luck, okay? These rests. She could have written it, I held it for luck, da da da. But again, you're on a ship with people who don't speak your language, you've never been on one before, you're seasick, queasy, icky, trying to figure out how to get your equilibrium. That's why there's all these rests in here. I like it when I have a reason for why things are. When I don't have a reason, I don't do well in life, but one has to accept what we do. But that's why I believe all these rests are in here. That goes for all the parts when I'm talking to you guys specifically there. Between my awkward finger, it's not fingers, finger, that da of pebble, a little Afghan boy gave, sorry, pebble, a little Afghan boy gave me, okay? As you guys work through your lines coming into page 44, my part gets stranger and stranger, which means there's turmoil on the sea, okay? Which results in us being let off at a port of call when we're just being pushed from border to border. Now, I think that you all are doing a great job with your offs on the of border. Don't stop doing that. Keep doing it. Okay, because honestly, I thought you did it on Tuesday, and I was kind of fascinated by the fact that he was chiming on about it. So, just keep doing it, okay? The last one is the shortest one.
Right.
Yeah, okay? Yeah, Julie.
I think what's interesting, and it just hit me, that the altos, the second altos line there at the top of 44, that's the last word spoken in this movement.
Yeah.
So that's kind of very interesting, that she's thinking again about that pebble. And who knows where she's thinking about it, maybe it's years later, she still has that pebble. So think of it that way.
That's a good point. And the other point being that, along with the fact that it's the last words of this movement, think about when you say something twice.
to someone,
Yeah.
your child, your husband, your whatever.
Dog.
Say dog, sure. So, just, it's hard to, kind of say this and make sense of what I'm saying in a way, because you have to make it important and reiterated. The first time it says tenderly, right? For all, that dove pebble, a little Afghan boy gave me, he gave me. And then, it's mezzo forte, I held it for luck. My life depended on this little pebble that some stranger gave me, okay? And then, maybe it is, I don't quite think it's wistful, but you could have that thought in your head when you reiterate that the pebble was the thing that saved you as a link into, we got, pushed off the boat at the border. Voila, okay? And all of the chaos, I don't know if you guys have ever had to get on a train in Germany, but it's like, run for your life, get going.
Yeah, it won't.
Like, one guy who lost his dog, he was like, go with my hooch, and they're like, okay, so let's try that whole section again, from 33, that dove pebble, so we can get our notes when we start. I'm gonna start at 32, however, okay? With the shushes.
What, are you on measure what?
32.
Page 42.
42, 32. 29. Good, go. So, measure 32. I'm starting at the beginning of the measure, you're coming in.
Right.
Here I go. Dun, 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 dun. Does everybody see where I'm at now?
Yes.
We good?
What? Could you start earlier than that? There's just no music for us to kind of capture our note.
There is no music for you to capture. No,
Well,
that's
I
not
know,
fair
but
to
if
you.
I kind of hear what it's supposed to
You
say.
wanna get into the mood, as it were. Alright, I'm gonna start in the measure where the altos say Poseidon, you
Yeah.
do not have to sing it, okay? Is that enough, going back? Okay. Here we go. 31. Your notes when we get there. I'm in 31, okay? 31. 32. It's okay. So, good entrance, good notes. Tenderly. Tenderly. Doesn't mean softer, but let's try to get beyond being a victim of all the rhythms we're. I mean, I know, I feel the same. I'm like, why? But let's just try it. This is our intention for this time through, okay?
So does that mean a little more legato?
When you have notes and then get off, right? That dove pebble, a little. Look at your hand, if you can. Put a pebble there. What color, don't tell me, but what color is it? What shape is it? Does it have ridges? Is it smooth? What? And sing to that pebble this time, okay? I'm gonna start in the same place, 31. Here I go, 31. Between
me and it's okay. But that was different when you were singing to
We
your
always
pedal.
believe you.
It's a good image.
Okay, so that is, I think, one of the things that helps me in such a piece that's very, it's not even really that avant-garde or new, but it just has harmonies and rhythms that are just a little tricky to get into. Now, sopranos,
Some of us were too high.
it's okay. I'm more interested in 35. I don't know if that's a page term for all, is it?
It's open.
It's, I have it as next door neighbor page,
Yeah.
but some people are turning pages by virtue of whatever copy you have. So you just need to get there faster because that just falls a little out of rhythm. It's gave me, he gave me, okay? And that's hard because it's off the beat, but be off the beat. So when I have this, so it's gave me, he gave me, okay? And I can hold this up.
At the top of 44, we're supposed to sing fingers.
Yeah.
Fingers. It's more than one. It's the top of page 44.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, so it starts at 43 altos. It's between my awkward fingers. Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not holding it long enough.
Okay, so you're to hold that until after you hear the sh off, because they're hanging onto their sh's,
Okay,
so that you can take a breath and go that
that was cutting it off.
okay?
Got it.
Let's start one more time the same place.
Okay.
31. The sopranos, just for this time through, I'm gonna try to really go gave me, boom, gave, so that you hear the beat. I think that'll help. You'll have this. Okay, so it'll be fine, but for now. 31. Much more successful, good job. Everybody remember that? Control saved, right? Cool. Let's start right at the top of 4, movement 4, okay? Good hanging on, and I tried to wave.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, okay, good work, well done. Here we go. Ready? That is admittedly hard to do without a keyboard.
Right.
Hang on one second though. Do y'all see measure 9? I'm not observing it either.
Yeah,
This is what's supposed to happen from measure 7, where you go stampeding. I'm just gonna play this, and I want you to hear, don't sing. So it's. What did I do?
Got quiet.
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do. I'll take the hit on that one, because I started.
Yeah, we should be doing that.
But then you say this for the second time again.
say something for a second time, we don't usually, can you take out the trash? Could you please take out the trash? So waiting for the trash to be taken out. We don't say it the same way each time. By the way, I don't have anyone who takes out the trash. This is a dialogue with myself. But anyway, so let's start at stampeding for a bus the first time. That's measure 7. I'm going to be crescendoing, but do not follow me, okay? So it's subito, suddenly piano, mezzo piano, in measure 9. Got it? Okay.
Well, we crescendo and,
We do have a
yeah,
And
when we sing bus, we have a crescendo.
Yeah, we
You do?
Yeah.
I see it.
and then 9.
You are crescendoing too, but you do not have the downbeat of 9, subito piano.
Right.
And yet, you sing it the same as what you were,
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
okay?
We know.
That's what we're talking about.
I put that that we, at the end of 8, I've put an MF there, just so it reminds me that I need to have a target. That always helps
For
me
the
to have a target.
crescendo?
Yeah, for the crescendo, it just
Okay.
gives me a visual something.
Yes. Thank you.
And the other thing is, in measure whatever 11, there were, the tires on the bus would go flat with all of the.
Yeah, so about that bus. Measure 11, actually measure 10. So you've gone beating. I go 1, 2, 3. That's where your s
Okay,
of the bus goes.
thank you.
1, 2, 3.
And we get softer.
Exactly.
Are awesome.
I think the dynamics are what I call like the I mean, this is what she asked for, but I believe this is a piece that kind of needs a little bit of extra musical treatment in terms of making it interesting for our listeners and us, honestly, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, it just requires a little bit of creativity, okay? So, I'm going, the first stampeding for a bus, you're singing it with me, here we go. This is measure, what is that, 7, okay? Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Stampeding for a bus, stampeding for a bus.
S on that.
If you don't know the cutoff on pencils and fields, don't pronounce the S.
Or the L.
And the bus as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what exactly what I was gonna say, is that when you, especially when you got to pencils, that was really egregious.
Egregious.
Yeah, going big. So it was pencils. I heard a bunch of people start to put the L in. Okay, don't do that. So when you have in the children, this 2 notes on camps is getting a little swishy. Okay, it's getting too, what am I trying to say?
Melodic. Legato.
Not too legato. It's too, you know when I have you do this and I have you go, sliding, there's the word.
That's fine.
So it's not sliding, it's not, calves, children, or calves, children, whatever it is. It's note to note there.
Yeah.
Can we try that just slow, just for a second, a cappella, or sorry, 1, 2, ready, go. When you have pictures, get out of there. Drew pictures with colored. Try again.
refining, this is great, this is a great place to be, where we can just polish up. Lovely mahogany table, there's 3, dings that I need to work out. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so that was all great, except for it's like 17 decibels too high.
Okay.
Mezzo piano dolce, which means sweetly. Try again. I'm asking for a lot, I know. 1, 2, ready, go. So there's an L coming from over here somewhere. So think about if you have an L going pencil. You will not like life. Pencil.
How many counts do we actually hold
Soul.
still?
Yeah.
5.
Oh, 5?
So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, rest. Whatever. Okay?
What's the sound for cells?
Yeah, we wanna say pencils, but I think it's really like a schwa.
Yeah, or
Pencils. So do a schwa. If we're all the same, I mean, he can change it, that's fine. But if we're all a schwa, everything will be okay. Okay? We've gotten a little slower, so now we're going for the tempo, the dynamic, dolce, with the rest. I mean, you guys are busy, you're doing a whole heap of things. It's a lot. Okay, so let's try again. At speed. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Good job. So now let's do it with the accompaniment, okay? Right on it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go.
we can't hear them at all.
I can't hear you. I'm gonna cross over this section. We could do it by ourselves without a conductor, but you would have to listen with like extra supersonic Superman powers to your neighbors doing whatever country they're doing.
That makes it wrong.
I think you came in right on Greece.
Yeah, we did Greece.
You all don't seem to believe where Macedonia is, even when we have it there.
Serbia.
And the reason why is because it's off the beat.
Yeah.
So it's 1, 2, Greece, 3, 4, Macedonia, 2, 3, Serbia, Hungary, Croatia, Slovenia, Austria, please, rest, Germany, rest, where is Germany? Rest, the policeman. Stop. Did you hear me go on? No, you did not.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't have a rest at police, man. You're police, and that's where we were.
He's a man.
The policeman. Said. Now that said was awesome on
Tuesday, you guys did that so great, I was so
Smile.
proud of you.
Smile.
Smiled, whatever.
But we did it well, okay.
You did it well.
A second.
Don't get picky on it. I'm trying to give you a compliment.
But it's such a surprise that we're not expecting smiles from Germans.
Well, it took a
I'm just saying.
Okay, alright. Although I will say that I have, I do like to smile, but I am very, right, as you know. So, alright, so let's start at please, Germany.
Yeah.
Where is Germany? So he's conducting this in 4. And I'm gonna just show you what I have in slow motion so you can kind of get a grip. I'm gonna do it at speed with the retard. Who knows what it'll be, he'll change, that's fine. But I'm gonna do it both ways. This is regular speed, just what I have. Try to listen to the downbeats, the quarter notes that I have. Here's what it is.
Debbie, on that, just to go back just a little bit to the grease thing. If this could be audibly, enhanced, I think it would make it easier. In other words, don't just tentatively say Greece, shout it out, sort of. Greece,
we do.
Macedonia, Serbia, Hungary, Croatia, Slovenia.
Yeah, I think that maybe the,
He directs us.
Cause we can't hear anything.
that's right. So when we're here, we have to be just as involved and committed as when we're with him, okay? So there was an element of kind of Greece.
No.
It kind of sounded more like, I'm lost, I am lost. Greece.
We missed Greece.
I don't know if
They
that's
are.
what we did. Well, they are. However, okay, so this is measure 58, just listening. Okay?
So in other words, don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And count.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like very straightforward.
Yeah.
I'll melt it down to its lowest common denominator, hold on. So,
The top of the right, yeah.
That's good.
That we
Don't
Okay.
play those extra notes.
I'll happily leave out anything more. Okay, although I think we'll get in trouble for that. But I just have the downbeat and the offbeat is all that is happening there. It sounds like a whole lot more than that, but that's what it is. Terry, go ahead.
So I just wanna check what I think I'm understanding. That final chord is the rest before we say smile, correct?
Yeah, I play a chord on 4, but I do not play a chord on the and on 4. So where you're saying the police, and you're on police, and then my chord, then you.
And we have that big quarter wraps.
Yeah, and you give us our notes in that chord.
Wow.
Unusual.
Hot diggity. We love it. So, I'm gonna do my skeleton part.
Okay.
We're gonna start at speed, but we're gonna slow down, so listen to I'm just playing downbeats now of my part at the, Please Germany, where he's gonna be counting in 4, conducting in 20. Okay, let's give it a try. You're on 2, I'm on 1. 3, 4, 1. That was super good until you had to do the place.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's sort this out first. Germany is on count 2. No, sorry, I'm lying.
4.
It's,
Which Germany?
it's on count 52. It's on count 47. It's on count 3, Germany.
The first Germany.
Because, where is takes up 2 counts. So it's, where is Germany? I'm on measure, sorry, that's right, 59. The measure that you didn't come in on, the police.
3 and
So it's, the rest is 1. Count 2 comes in between the words where and is. Count 3 is on Germany, 3 and up.
the rest is for, and the and of for is the,
Got it.
okay? And then police. And don't say the s, but the police.
Man.
Is one E. And then you have and, two, and on the tied note that is a dotted quarter. So that man is on count 3. And the change of note for man is on count 4.
And so it's an eighth rest plus a quarter, so that
Yes.
means that we really have to watch him.
Because it's almost like you're going, the policeman. I mean, we know that he smiled because we're working on the piece. But you're going, the policeman. Okay, but you're not sure. Is he gonna push you back on the train, or, you know, what is he gonna do?
Also,
Okay.
Deb, oh, sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
there is a big writ there, a big writ.
Yeah, we're not even
And
dealing
so
with that
we
right
really
at
have
the
to-
moment.
Because he changes that, the duration of that writ quite often, so,
It's just gonna slow down everything sequentially.
yeah.
So it's gonna be, please, Germany, where is Germany? The police man. Smile, yeah, whatever. Smile said, whatever you did. Okay, can we try that?
Yep, sure.
I'm angling for getting you to sing in the right place on the police. Because you're doing great on the spoken, where is Germany, but then you don't come in on the. Okay? Let's try. We're on page 49. Okay, so this is measure 58. There I go. 3, 4. So when we're slowing down and you have where is, don't slow where is down that much,
Okay.
okay? That's what happened.
Any help in getting altos finding our note, our G? Anybody?
Listen to what I have. Well, pushing's a little far back.
Yeah.
But that is true. So you have to listen to the orchestra. Okay?
Yep.
Try it out. Let's try again. I'm not gonna belabor this point, but I just wanna, see if we can get it. Okay? Here we go. 3, 4. I'll take it for now. Okay. With the conductor, we're gonna be fine, okay? If you can do it that well without a conductor, with the conductor, you're gonna be glorious.
He did also ask us to memorize this whole,
Yeah.
these bars.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, because whenever you have something off the beat, let alone a quarter note triplet off the beat,
In a retard.
followed by a triplet in eighth notes, in a retard, and then sing. That's pretty good. Okay, let's do the Willkommens and let's get into the fifth movement, okay?
With our scales.
68. Okay,
Okay.
so it's Willkommen, Willkommen, welcome to Germany, Willkommen, Willkommen. So the Willkommens are emphasized the first 2 times you say Willkommen.
Yeah.
But not in 72, 3, and
Really?
72, 3.
No, I didn't
But
say
the word
that.
accent is still there.
Yeah, I thought he said to do that.
The word accent is there, but there is not an actual accent
Yes.
there.
Oh, got it, yeah.
Do you see the difference?
Yep.
Okay, let's try again. Okay. no idea what is gonna come out of our heads, okay? So, keep that in mind when you're saying these words, singing these words. I think we should stand up and sing that part of the fifth movement, okay?
Yep.
Stand if you're able, you don't have to, but, I would say, you need a little bit more energy, and I am gonna take a little break, 5 minutes after this, so. A break is on the horizon. But what was happening right there is, I changed the mood. In measure 29, I go. And then I change my pattern in 31. And then you come in, okay? Change of mood, 30, 31. A chance to brush mark, okay? All right, can't think of words now. Our intention this time is energy, words. I have just landed in this marvelous, beautiful country, frogs, things, whatever, okay?
Smile, this is a smiley one.
That would help.
Fine, smiley one.
No, you will practice it now.
Okay.
I'm starting at the very beginning.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
My head, my heart, skipping and singing, skipping and singing. My head, my heart, what did I see? Our everyday wonders. People talking to me because I'm smiling, skipping and singing, skipping and singing. Laughing with frogs croaking, summer rain falling. Even the dogs seem to welcome me. Skipping and singing, skipping and singing. My chance to brush, my chance to brush.
You all come in on my measure 31 at the downbeat, and you need to come in at the end of that bar. So you're 5 beats early. Possibly 6. Okay, but I love that you're aware of the change. So altos, you said you were smiling, I looked over, it was like. At least smile on that one. Or from floor and thank you. Happy frogs. That was hilarious. I was like, okay. What do I say? Alright, let us start a chance, but I'm warning you, you have an extra whole measure there.
Well, make us go there.
Yeah, let's go into
Start
it.
skipping and singing.
Okay,
Yeah.
you heard it here first. Let's start measure
Skipping and singing.
27.
27, okay? Got it. Here we go, 1 and a go and a.
Skipping and singing, skipping and singing. A chance to brush my teeth in the morning, everything on time. Oh, the strict rules late learning, my first ever morning at school. My things in the rucksack, red subject folders.
We'll work that out.
Yeah.
So, I was late.
Yeah, we don't get.
Can we start at my first ever morning?
Yes.
My first ever morning, everybody. And then we're taking a break. Here we go. 1 and a go.
My first ever morning at school. I get in a rucksack, red subject folders.
It's the first time I've ever done that.
There you go. Folders and folders. Okay, so take a break. Come back in 5 minutes. Walk around.
Nice. So did I. 6.
Oh.
Are you liking it?
I am, I did a short workout today, I just did my legs and, yeah, I just,
Cool. Sure, like. We're all together.
Which, by the way, Santa Fe High School is doing the Adams Family.
Oh, really?
Okay, so I'm gonna rest our minds just a little bit from Aleppo, but keep it open because we're gonna go back, but I wanna just talk about some of our other songs.
Okay.
So, let's go to Refuge. At the end. It sounds so nice on page 14, when we get to the crux of the matter, if I can sing. That whole thing, that is so glorious. Carrying over, so we're not taking a breath. I mean, if you need to sneak one, sneak it, but don't everybody sneak it in the same place, okay? So I think we've solved that issue.
And at the bottom of what?
14.
Oh, right.
So that means that always when we have if I can sing, we are always carrying, okay? No breath.
Yes.
It sounds so beautiful that way. So the thing about this composer, all composers really, is that as soon as you sort of feel like, oh, okay, I'm on the track and we're ambling down the road, it changes.
Yeah.
So you have this rubato, if I can, 1, 2, 3, if I can sing, I still am free, 2, 3, 4, get ready to get faster, 3, 4, with my singing I can make a refuge, for my spirit refuge, for my spirit refuge, rest. Have sunshine above, to be my fragile immortality. If I can sing, do you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
That is the roadmap there. So even I was sort of like at 79, 80, like sing, oh no. Because right at the end of the measure, the bar line, the whole system, you have a fumoso go faster, right? So the altos will say, it'll start. This is all wonder, take a breath, a house, a sharp word, still faster, then get ready as you get softer to be my fragile immortality. Back in tempo, if I can sing. Okay? That went pretty well on Tuesday, but I did help you. You may or may not have been able to tell, but I did help you, and I'm not supposed to, see that, I have rest. Tons of rest, so you're totally on your own, so just be ready.
Yeah,
You know, I usually put an arrow going to the right if it's gonna be something that's gonna go faster. And then if it's gonna slow down, like at measure 88, fragile, I put an arrow going to the left, but it's gonna go backwards. And then circle the odd tempo and carry on, okay?
Debbie, do we, have on page 15 at the bottom, the second refuge measure, 84, are we carrying that over to 85?
No, they're lifting.
No? There's a quarter rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have it, so.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a rest, okay, I missed
So
that.
it must be for all parts except for the second sopranos.
And the first alto.
I mean, the first altos is what I actually have in there, sorry. First altos, so first altos have refuge for my spirit's sake. But everybody else has second sopranos, oh I see now, you guys have a
Yeah.
whole note, that's gonna be 3 counts with the rest. And then soprano ones and alto twos are gonna be quarter, half, note, rest.
Okay.
So just shave off the dot.
Yeah.
I think she's talking in 85 though.
No, I'm 84 into
84,
85.
okay.
Yeah.
And then the thing that I know what I'm looking at when I see it, but if it doesn't make sense to you, in measure 85, last measure of the page, we do have a quarter rest on count 3. If that's confusing without filling in the middle of fugue,
Yeah.
whatever note you have, just fill it in, so that you have quarter, quarter, quarter rest, quarter. Okay,
So visually it looks correct rather than.
that's right, yeah.
The thing with this song for me is, you think, the notes go all over the place on page 92, especially from 89 and 92, you really can't, I mean, there's just a lot of different changing of notes, just gotta practice.
But it's the same as when you first had it,
Yeah, just,
isn't it? Well, no, it's not quite the same,
No.
sorry, I
Yeah.
apologize. So you started out with alto twos. And then over here at 90, 89, 90, you have. And this is the same. Okay. So I just wanna remind you of certain things.
Okay.
Alto twos and the alto ones that are joining on page 14, my own fault. I want you to think back to Tuesday and I want you to remember the effort it took to be loud enough to be heard in that section, okay? You're doing it fine. There's not a problem with the notes, there's not a problem with the rhythm, there's not a problem with the entrance. It's just that much is what is needed, okay? So just recall how that felt and, import that every time, okay? Sopranos, page 13. This is going better and better, okay? I think there's hardly anything going on and there's this big violin and me break for years, it seems like. So when you get to your part, my notes are not moving that fast. I have half, right before you come in, I have half note, take up the tempo that he's got going. It'll feel like you wanna go from my own fault, because I've been going slow, but that's not it. Just feel the undercurrent of the rhythm, right? Cause I'm going, from the edge of the page I go. And just know that you're right, okay?
Yeah.
That actually went pretty well, but I just wanna confirm
Okay.
with you. Good job. If you have a moving part, you're the interesting thing, okay? Although I will say at 11 sopranos, that is very cool when we have that sort of descant, that's really cool. Okay, that's that piece, that's our last piece. So I would say every day spend a little bit of time on the, if I can sing part, remembering the faster up, slow it down, all that. The other thing I wanna work on
and I do wanna go here and work on this, is embers, okay? Let us go over to embers. And I wanna really take apart this one section. I hope you won't, try to mug me in the parking lot. Okay. So we're gonna start on page 3. Okay, is that the part you thought we were gonna start on the
No.
It's farther into that. It is farther along than I want to, it's actually at B, where I wanna get you, but can we try this?
B?
No, A.
Yeah.
So we've been going along, let's see. Does everybody know where I started this?
What is it,
I started at,
21 or 20?
yeah, I started at 20.
You forgot? Wait a minute.
Actually, 21, I'm sorry, I started at 21. We don't have to start there, I just thought it would sort of get you into the groove of what we're doing. Does it?
Yeah.
Start there. Yeah, now we know.
Okay, why don't we start at 20? Because that's the end of one thing, and the altos start a new thing, and then sopranos, you start a new thing, and then we're in the we should. Okay?
Start of the measure or halfway through?
Yeah, let's start on the downbeat of measure 20.
Woman?
Woman. Women. Sorry, women. Yes, women. Okay, hang on one sec. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and altos, you're ahead.
That's not a good starting place.
Yeah.
Well, your next option would be of the wah ah 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 ah.
We have to do that.
Where?
If you don't know where that is, I'm scared because it's just a few more measures back than where we just started.
How about at 15? Is that?
Somebody said 13.
Pick up.
Yeah.
19.
Alright, so let's start pick up to measure 13. The sopranos are going of the wild women you forgot. And you all are going thought, okay? Now I will say, altos, this is hard. I am talking about measure 22. So when you have your you thought, it's 1. You thought 3, 1, 2. Alto ones change.
Yeah.
Then count 3 is would.
Yeah, got it.
And you all end up, or at least in the front here, somebody was going would never, way over when the alto one hadn't even changed, okay?
Do you think
So that thought is long, okay? Stay on.
do you think he's gonna wreck that note?
I doubt it.
He's gonna what?
I want him to
Move us. Because
He might direct the would, because it's on count 3, that last note of the page. So it'll be store you thought, would never be. Does that make sense?
And it's two beats on no.
we have to struggle to get our note in there.
Understood. So it's because everybody else is going too soon. That's what's happening. So you said, Elaine, that's 2 beats in there. The half note is the beat. Okay, so never be taught is 1, 2, 3, taught, rest, they should check the ash ahead.
So it's 1, 2.
So nat is 1, the is 2, B is 3.
Yes, what I had. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so back to top of page 2, pick up to the last measure on top of the Y, and you guys have taught. Okay, and sit down.
What measure?
13.
13.
13. This is what the sopranos have pick up.
We just had 5.
This is what you have. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, sopranos. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Trying to think of how to put this. All people except for the alto ones. Barbara, don't get frustrated because it's not really you. Your colleagues are not helping us. All right, colleagues. Here's the thing. We have got to listen for the alto one changing their notes on measure 23 while you're holding the word thought over here. You guys have already said thought. It's gonna feel like it's 5 years long. All right? So now, we're gonna start in an awkward place, but we're just gonna have to live with it. We're gonna start in the pickup to 22. The store you thought, okay? Sopranos, it's the store of stories, and you thought, that's where we're at. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3. Stop for a second, I just wanna take inventory here. Alto ones, better, we're gonna do it again. Good job. I know my swishy conducting is crazy, but you all waited, and then you went on. Good job. That's what it is. Let's do it again. Same start. 1 and 2 and 3.
They should
35% easier had the composer written in 3/4.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing is that it would then look way too fast on the page for what she wants this to sound like. So as a result, then we have the half note as the beat, which makes it look slower to begin with. But when you have 4 eighth notes in a row hooked together by a bar at the top, that's 2 E-anda. Usually that's just 2 and 3 and, but that's 2 E-anda now, okay? So don't let that frustrate you. At B, it was actually pretty good, soprano's good. We are, and I think you guys can leave that and be very much the focus,
Sure.
okay? The rest of us are going at B. It's gonna be, this is what it's gonna sound like, I think. It's gonna be, shoulda checked the ash, they shoulda, look up at me just for a second. Sorry, I know it's painful, but, I'll have you look at your music in just 1 second, but it's gonna be, shoulda checked the ash, they shoulda checked the ash, sorry. Shoulda checked the ash, they shoulda checked the ash. So do you see how you alto twos interrupt that? So it's getting, it's like, if you think of people gathering, there's only a couple of people when we first start, and then there's a bunch of people, and you're like even running into each other, bumping into each other. That's what your entrance feels like at the bottom of page 5, okay? One of the things I love is how you guys come together when you have things like at 38. You go wildfire to bring a whole lot, and then we kind of all know where we're at again.
Yeah.
Right? That's great. We need to have these sort of mile markers in the piece. I think the next one is the alto ones, when you have your, they should have checked the ashes right before B, letter B. And I think right there, and I said that the soprano ones are kind of the focus point, and I do think that's true, but we're all forte. Right, so I think alto ones, when you come in there, get our attention. They shoulda checked the ash, they shoulda checked the ash, okay? So we're gonna try that. We're gonna start at 2, bring a whole wildfire. Everybody see that at 38? That's 2 and 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 1, okay? Altos, just come in when you come in on the next beat. Leave out your sh for now, okay? Here we go. 1 and 2. We understand. That makes so much sense. But we still don't understand 43 through 47. Okay? So let's try this. Everybody's holding their book. What I wanted you to do was to clap on your should. Can you do a should? Okay. Yeah, instead of saying should, if you have it, make a noise. All right? And the rest of us, we're gonna fall in sync, right? That, if I'm going back to page 5, and the sopranos have sung to bring a whole wildfire to light, right? And when this happens, alto ones, you would have gone, they should have checked the ashes, they should have checked the ash, right? So that way you'll know where 3 is. So everybody make a big crack on 3 if you have that in your part, okay? We're gonna try. 38 to bring the whole lot.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm gonna focus maybe on the bottom parts,
Sure.
playing wise for this time, and then we'll go through it again, and I'll focus on your parts,
That's right.
okay? Here we go. We're gonna start. 1 and 2. So that kind of worked in terms of making a noise other than shh, the sibilant.
We didn't come in on, let's see, on 44, on the beige,
That's right.
and the altos. We didn't,
Why didn't you come in then?
It's just no,
I don't know.
it just always seems too fast. I'll get
Is it the rhythm of they should've, or the entrance comes up too fast
The
to
entrance
get
comes
a
up too
grip?
fast for me, I'm not.
Okay, well, let's review. So you, alto ones, at 43 of, you did this great. 2 and 3. So you just have a 2 and then and, okay? 2 and 3. 2. Good, alto twos, would you do me a favor? Will you just go like this, in tempo on your books? Just now, this is the tempo. Alto ones, we're gonna do that again, from 43 at the edge. Top of 6. Steady as we go. Here we go, ready, here we go. 2. They should check the actions. 2. They should check the actions. 2. They burn along. 2. We are the stories. Good, great.
And our sh is on 3, right?
It is. I think the should is on 3 at all times in this piece. I haven't really labored over that point, but I believe that is correct.
Okay.
Debbie, we're gonna have a drummer, aren't we, on this one?
Yes.
That would help.
Thank God.
I mean, I think so.
It should, oh.
It'd be nice because I think it would add a lot, especially when you guys get to, the NDI engagement that we have now.
Yeah.
That'll add a lot. Okay,
If we do the stomp and the slap, it's, then the sh is the third beat, so it's stomp, slap, sh.
Yeah, where is the slaps? That's body slaps, not the percussion part.
Yes.
oh, these are body slaps. I don't know if he was gonna have you do that for this concert, but he is gonna have you do that for the other one. So go back to page 3. So it's stomp, thigh, stomp, thigh, stomp, thigh. Oh, sorry, I lied. Oh, yes. So, let's do this just for a second. All people do stomp thigh, and if you have sh, you're doing it. So at A, that's the sopranos, first 2 measures, 25, 6, 7. Then it also is adding, that's not right, sorry. If you have a should, say it. But we're gonna do stomp thigh sh right now. So don't say sh unless you have it. Got it?
Yep.
Here we go. Add A. Ready, go. Stomp, thigh, sh. 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 Stomp, thigh, Yep. Alright, now look at measure 35. So you have okay, so on a single, okay, we're gonna start our stomp thigh again, if you have okay? So you notice how the gets softer depending on who has it and when. So make sure you hear it, alright? So let's all say 34, Wa'al-Ember, and then just stomp. Ready? Here we go. Wa'al-Ember, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh. Alright, so right there, nobody has a I screwed up. Stomp thigh at 38, stomp thigh, stomp thigh. So on fire, there's not a sh in there, but we're still going stomp thigh, fire to the slide, stomp beat. Last measure of the page. Stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, stomp thigh, because it's stomp thigh, a single story's thigh. Stomp thigh to bring a hold, thigh. Bring a hold, stopping, stomping in the thigh. Oh, that's the last of it, okay? Whew, that's hard. So, if you're looking at those two lines underneath our 4 lines, it's the stem down for the stomp, stem up for the thigh, then you have a rest in terms of all that stuff. So you're really just going stomp, thigh, stomp, thigh. Some of you will have a and others of you will be singing stuff. But I have a feeling if you can put some of this stomp thigh stuff in, even when you're practicing, it will help you figure out what the beat is, that's for sure. But how you fit in there. So stomp. I'm looking at measure 44. And I'm also looking at soprano 2. So if I'm doing this, and this is a lot, and it feels like, oh my gosh, what in the world? But a lot of you are dancers, so, okay? So soprano 2s, measure 44, this is what it would be. So it would be stomp, they should have checked the ashes, stomp, thigh, right? So stomp, they should have checked the ashes, stomp, they should have checked the ashes, stomp, thigh.
We're doing on this.
Oh, I need to calm myself so I can do 2 things at the same time. Say thigh and then say time. Okay?
And we're doing the on the rest. I just
Yeah.
got that.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Yes.
the stomp bar. That'll help, I think.
So I think the thing is to write in where you don't say sh, but where you have a stomp thigh. Right? So it's at the top of page 7. So, we are the stories, we are the stories you are. Would bring a whole wildfire. Sorry, this is wrong. To bring a whole wildfire. Okay? Right. With what's left of our time, just don't do the stomp thighs at this moment because that's a lot to put in this very second. But let us go from page 7, because it takes, or we are the stories. And let's see if we can navigate our way to the very end. Quickly turn the page as soon as you get to somewhere next to your last note of page 7 so that you can move to the note that you have if you're a soprano 2 or an alto 2.
And it's faster.
And it's faster, all the things, okay? Because it takes. So I led you wrong there. I did a wrong thing there. I went two. He would like have my head on a plate. So at 62, we're holding over, right? One, two, and then we're still in time, in this slower tempo. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, off. 2. So, yeah, exactly. Thank you. So what I liked about that one was that for one of the first times, I feel like when we get to the bottom of 7, you did not sound super surprised that we were going faster. And that we held, and then we put wildfire, getting slower, he did all that. He'll conduct us, it'll be great, but it didn't feel like there were half of us going, wait, what, slow down, what, we speed up? It felt like we knew, okay, yeah, this is what happens. I will take that, okay? And just stay in time at 62, whatever he does, because he's gonna be getting slower, but he's not gonna go, what is the word, life? Okay, so life. He's not gonna go to, like I wanna do. So it's in time, to life. Getting slower all the way. Yeah. I'm very proud of you. So, your mission between now and Tuesday is finish out the last part of movement 5 okay, go over that. I would also say go over Arise My Love, Antigua,
A wave,
and a wave. And what I wanna talk about in terms of a wave is, this is a human person thing that we all do, or I think most of us do. We go, okay, a wave that rocks me. All right, I know what I'm doing at the beginning of a wave that rocks me. Yes, you do. You don't know as well what to do when we get to the end of a section, going to the next section. And that is where I need you to focus your attention. Even before you start the recording, whichever one you're using, look over the piece and circle the intersections on the piece that end one section and begin the next section. And sort it out for yourself, okay? Because I think we sorted out that the first one is not as long, the second one is twice as long. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. It's kind of like if you know, you know. Okay? But that's how I'm kind of tackling all of your pieces now, is I go through and I'm like, what is the hardest part in here? What is the part I don't understand yet? And I go there. And then I back out to somewhere that I do know, a couple of measures, and then I try to mend that together, okay? I don't start from what I call the northwest corner and start there and try to get to the, end, and just whatever happens, no. This is not that time kind of practicing. Now, this time in our practicing is zeroing in and just showing for yourself, okay, yeah, I do know, I understand that. Or I don't, and then, and remember, okay? And also anticipate, especially in a wave that rocks. Anticipate, right? Right, yeah, Monica.
Julie brought up an interesting point just now for my section, and I'm not sure what's happening. On page 6, measure 47, there's a split in the first sopranos, and I really wasn't paying much attention, but Julie said she didn't hear any of that. So
Are you talking about a wave?
No, I'm sorry, I'm back on Wild Embers. I beg your pardon.
And it's only the first sopranos, it's just.
Yeah, just us, it's just for our section. But on page 6 of Wild Embers, I beg your pardon, I'm still stuck.
Oh, no problem, I was just like,
Yeah, I'm sure.
maybe I'm a little tired. Okay, you're right,
And I'm not sure if the lowers in my section are on that, but maybe you are.
it's nearly the, actual melody, okay?
Yeah.
So 45, 3, 2, 3, of melody that we have had. And then the uppers are a descant above that,
Right.
okay? Thanks for pointing that out, I forgot. Yeah, good one. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
Vivian.
super proud of you.
I think it might be something to.
No, I was.